Hi, I'm Bob Minetti, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about credit card fraud. I want to give you some examples. Most people aren't aware of just how easy credit card fraud is. In today's world, it's very easy for me to steal people's credit card numbers using skimming devices, or even purchase credit card numbers on the internet. Through the darknet, I can go online and there are websites where I can purchase credit card information and get the information. And then using blank cards like this one, which is just a plain blank white card, I can then record that information. There are devices you can buy on the internet like this. This one cost me $150. And once I have your credit card information that I've either purchased on the internet or that I've stolen from your credit card through a skimming device, I can make a copy of that card onto this plain white card and then use this card to go shopping with. Now, in a lot of cases you would think, well, wow, how could I use a plain white card like that to go shopping? Well, obviously, if I'm somewhere like a gas station or something where I'm swiping the card myself, nobody's going to know. But I'll be honest with you, I got to see a video on the internet of a gentleman who said, hey, I took one of these plain blank cards, went to a store and used it for shopping, and I said, you got to be kidding, that could never happen. So I actually copied one of my own credit cards onto one of these plain white cards, went down to Walmart, made a purchase, a little over $200, handed the cashier the card. She swiped it, had me sign on the dotted line, an electronic signature, handed me my card back, and I walked out the door with my purchase. Now understand there's nothing illegal about using your own credit card, but think about it. When was the last time someone asked you to verify the identification on your card? And they don't just use the plain blank cards, because I can get this card printed with a Visa logo, Discover logo, any kind of logo I want to put on it to make it look like a legitimate credit card. Another thing that's commonly done is they'll take a gift card and then they'll go ahead and erase the magnetic strip on the gift card, put your credit card number on it, so it looks like they're using a gift card from, let's say, Best Buy, when in reality, they're charging your credit card because they were able to steal that information or purchase it on the internet. Now, a lot of people think, well, I'm not worried because I have the new chip cards. These are the new cards with the RFID chip in them. Well, there's a couple of drawbacks. They are safer than the magnetic card because now I can't buy the information on the internet. In order to copy the card, I actually have to physically have your card in my presence. But let's say you give your card to a waiter. They can go in the back room, copy the magnetic strip on your card, and copy the RFID chip. The devices like the one I showed you, the new ones, actually have a slot in them that allow you to copy the RFID chip. But the major worry when we're talking about credit card frauds with the RFID chips is people have gotten these new cards and they assume, wow, my card is safe. I have an RFID chip. What they don't realize is that this is a radio frequency activated card. That means that you can just wave it over the purchasing machine to trigger a transaction. Thieves have gotten aware of this idea. So there are now devices that you can buy on the internet that I carry around with me. It's a mobile point of sale device. And what it allows me to do is if you have this RFID chip card in your wallet, I'm going to walk by you and it's going to record a transaction for $49.95, a card present transaction that's going to say you waved your card over the device and we charged you $49.95. Why $49.95? Because it's right below the $50 limit that the federal government has. For credit card fraud, anything over $50, the credit card company is going to eat it. Under $50, the credit card holder is responsible for it. The thieves want to keep the transactions low because they know that the credit card companies are less likely to get them. So they go ahead and do it. In order to avoid having that kind of fraud, you need to be aware of the protections. You need to have an RFID safe wallet or an RFID safe sleeve. This is basically a lead-lined envelope that you put your chip card in order to protect the card. That keeps somebody who's walking around with a mobile device from reading the chip out of your wallet, and it protects it from having transactions put on it. Because remember, those are going to be point of sale transactions, card present transactions. Your card was there. It becomes much harder to prove that this was not a legitimate transaction. Now, these are just a couple of things that you need to be aware of when it comes to credit card fraud. I just wanted to cover some of the real basics and share some of this security information with you. Thanks a lot and have a great day.